Hi, my name is Benjamin Ng and welcome to Expression Tutorials. Today I'm going to teach you the very basics of Adobe After Effects. So I'm going to start by creating a new project and then creating a new composition. You need to do this for any sort of video editing. These are just the standard, like width, height, whatever, all that stuff. We'll teach that later. So anyways, everything in After Effects works with layers, so we need to start by creating a new layer. I am going to create a solid. So same thing, it defaults to the size of your screen, and I'm going to choose a color in a second. Let's just say dark blue. Yeah, that's fine. So I hit OK, and you can see that now I have a new layer. Layer 1. The eye means that you can make it visible or not. And if I click this arrow right here, it will show me all of the things within that layer that I can mess with. So anyways, let's create another layer. This time I think we will make a text layer. So pretty straightforward, kind of like Photoshop. You can, type in whatever you want and mess with it, make it bigger or smaller. Let's make it bigger, not that big. 150 is probably good. Cool. And of course it's on top of the blue solid layer, and if I drag it underneath, it's hidden because the blue solid layer is on top. Okay, so I think that's pretty easy. Let's now make a shape layer. So the shape layer lets you make shapes, of course. You can make your standard squares and stuff. It's kind of like Illustrator within After Effects. You can use the pen tool to make, any sort of shape you want. And if you go back to the mouse tool and select it, you can play with the shapes individually. So I'm going to change the fill color to that, and then the stroke color. And one thing that I find really nice about After Effects is that you can click on most of the variables and scrub left or right to, just change them like that. It's really fast and convenient. So also within the shape layer, you can see how there's a couple shapes. I just, I had selected two of the points and I dragged, so that's why it changed its shape right there. But right now you can see how the shape 1 is above the rectangles, and you can see that. Ignore that, but if I put the rectangle 1 above it, it's going to be on top now. So I kind of forget what. Oh yeah. So now I'm going to show you what's really makes After Effects such a powerful program, and let's just use it with the text tool. If you open up the text tool, you can see this is where all of the kind of the basic ways to like mess with the text are. Position is where it's in the screen. That's the X and Y coordinates. Scale is what you would expect. Rotation is where it rotates, and opacity is how transparent it is. So if you click on the clock, it's going to create a keyframe at our current time, which is 0 seconds. So let's just do that right now. Let's keyframe all of these and then move over to like 5 seconds and change all of them. So now what's going to happen is that every point in between is going to interpolate between those two keyframes. So you can see how the position, it's slowly fading out, it's slowly rotating, all of these things. And this is just, an introduction to like, there's infinite variables that can be like combined and modified. It's really what makes After Effects such an amazing program.